The ion exchange chromatography consists of five important steps. One is elutant loading, sample injection, separation of sample, elution of analyte B. Yes. So now only we are considering two type of analytes. That's why I am putting elution of analyte A, elution of analyte B. Suppose if you are taking more than number of samples in the mixture, you put on the elution of analyte C, elution of analyte D, and whatever it is. Okay. But only we are considering two. Yes. So the first step of ion exchange chromatograph is elutant loading or column activation. Column activation. Elutant loading or column activation. It means if you are using already a kind of stationary phase, whether is anionic exchanger or cation exchanger. Okay. Now we are generally called a stationary phase. Okay. If you are using stationary phase, the stationary phase already containing a charged functional group. Yes. Suppose if you are taking the anionic exchanger, the anionic exchanger resins contains some functional groups. For example, if you are taking the agarose, it contains alkyl groups. Suppose if you are taking cellulose, it containing carboxyl groups. Yes. So those groups are as a anionic group. So it's called anionic exchanger. Yes. Okay. Similarly, polyhydroxyamines act as a cationic exchange. So either this or this, if you are unloading. Yes. Already in the stationary phase containing or group of functional group. Okay. So after loading of stationary phase, second parameter is addition of elutant. Elutant otherwise called a buffer, a corresponding buffer. Yes, the buffer otherwise called elutant. If you are adding the buffer, yes, the buffer contains some ions, both positive ions or negative, positive ions and negative ions. This is called primary buffer. It's called primary buffer or first using buffer. Okay. The primary buffer have some charges. Suppose if you are using low pH buffer, the buffer containing huge amount of anions. Suppose if you are using the high pH buffer, it contains highly cations. Okay. If you select the anionic exchanger, anionic stationary phase, if you are choosing the high pH, high pH, yes. Okay. So the high pH buffer, if you are loaded into the column, the buffer containing the positive ions and also stationary phase containing negative charge. So these two molecules are attracted. This is mentioned here. This triangle is the elutant ion. Is the elutant ion. The ions are goes to first bind. Once the ions are binding, the column is activated. Otherwise called elutant loading is over. Why we are doing this step means we avoid the breakage of flow, or we are avoid to uh, rate of migration, even buffer and sample. Yes, and also we calibrate the column. Yes. So the empty buffer treatment of the stationary phase is called elutant loading, a first step of ion exchange chromatography. Second step is sample injection. That means if you are adding the sample, that's it. Similarly, adding the sample using some injector. The injector have some pressure. So microprocessor valve is there. The microprocessor valve to inject the sample into the ion exchange column. Okay. Just you consider the sample contains only two molecules, analyte A, analyte B. Yes. The yellow color square is called analyte A. This is the circle brown color is called analyte B. Okay. Just you consider. Okay. Sample is injected. The third step, separation of the sample. How means the separation, how the separation is achieved is more important. That means, you know, already this elutant ion are already binded in the column stationary phase, a surface of the stationary phase. Yes. Okay. So the consider the sample A. The sample A have uh, a small amount of positive charge. Yes. Compare then sample B. Sample B have more positive charge. Yes. Okay. More positive charge than the sample A. Okay. Sample A contains small positive charge. Sample B contains more positive charge. Okay. But the elutant ion have very small positive charge. Very small positive charge. So the elutant ion, sample A or sample B are the ionic gradient. Yes. Okay. Okay. Already in the elutant ion bind to the stationary phase. Okay. But after adding the sample, the A sample comes to replace the elutant ion. So the sample A molecule readily goes to bind. How the binds occurs means, so the sample A molecule goes to disturb the ionic bond between the stationary phase and eluted ion. Yes, this is the stationary phase eluted ion. Already ionic bond is there because this is the negative charge, this is a positive charge, but small positive charge. Yes, so this A sample molecule goes to disturb the ionic bonds between the stationary phase and eluted ion. Disturb, and finally the A molecule goes to interact with the stationary phase. So according to the electrical gradient, the low electrical gradient eluted ions are eluted first, followed by the sample B. Sample B have high uh, positive charge than the A. So the sample B similarly goes to disturb between the stationary phase and sample E. Finally, the A sample get eluted. The B sample goes to replace the A sample. Yes, because it have more charges than the A. Okay. In the A sample get eluted. First, elutant ions are eluted out. The fourth step, A sample get eluted out. Okay. Then we are continuously added the uh, elutant loading with the pH gradient nature. Yes. First, we are using the buffer is called primary buffer. Maybe it's have some low pH or high pH regarding the stationary phase. Okay, but those buffer is called primary buffer. The secondary buffer is another buffer in the continuously flow buffer. This buffer have some ionic strength or pH. So compared to primary ionic strength of the buffer is always greater. Yes, the secondary buffer ionic strength of the secondary buffer is greater than the primary buffer. So the pH is regarding that the pH. Okay. So once subjected, the high uh, positive charge ionic strength of the buffer is goes to replace the sample B. Sample B. Similarly, this elutant ion goes to disturb the ionic bond between the stationary phase and sample B. Sample B. Finally, sample B get eluted. Then the secondary buffer goes to replace the stationary phase. Yes. Regarding that, suppose if you are taking 3 sample, 4 sample, 5 sample, you continuously increase the ionic strength of the buffer. Yes. It's a primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary, likewise. So you can elute based on the charge interaction or ion exchange principles. Yes. Now I only mention two samples.